2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA. DA.
Kevin, thanks for...
Well, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the three. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Adams' shot is good. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Rubio dishes to Johnson. Over Gallinari. Paul grabs the board. Well, Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. And it's in there.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Left side, Adams. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot comes out, and Phoenix the other way now.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Oh, Ayton in position. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Booker from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. 1:57 left to play here in the first. Noel in the corner. Ferguson, the pass to Gallinari. Three-pointer on the way. Sharch grabs the board. The Suns have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Yep, it counts.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Booker with no one around. And Baines kicks to Booker. Fires the three. Score of the basket, is third after 5 shots.
Now, this guy has such a versatile offensive skill set. Devin Booker is a threat once he steps across the half-court line.
Here's Schroeder. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Bridges passes to Booker, and it's all evened up. Booker's got 9.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The dish to Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Carter with the 3. Thunder with the rebound. 16 seconds left in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. It's good.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Charge has the open look. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 2. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs. Trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Oklahoma City right now, Noel is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Back to Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now here's Noel. He's guarded by Kaminsky. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. And up the court come the Suns on the break. The Thunder with the lead. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Schroeder. Oubre with the steal. Carter looking around. The offensive rebound. Oubre, good. Oubre's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Well, you can see Kelly Oubre Jr. just wants it more than everybody else. Such heart and desire.
And the officials call a traveling violation. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
The pass to Muscala. A 3-ball. Oubre pulls it in. Suns have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Drops in the layup for 2. Oubre's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
And yes, it's good. Adams has got 5.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Paul passes to Dort. Feeds it to Adams. Poked away. Passes it to Dort. And here is Adams. He's covered by 8. Adams' shot is off. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Booker dishes to Baines. Back to Booker. There's the triple. And the Suns get it back. He gets it in there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. And Rubio kicks to Baines. Ayton trying to break free. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gallinari. The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Baines against Gallinari. Back to Adams. Just 4 to shoot. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Ayton finds Booker. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Paul launches it from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. Certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score. Shaq, Steven Adams is one of them. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Oubre on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Fast break, here come the Suns. Goes up and finished off by Oubre.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Paul passes to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul looking around. They get it again. Pass to Gallinari. Paul outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. Ricky Rubio picks one up, and Phoenix making a change here. Carter's checked in.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
It's stolen by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Diallo with it. Now defended by Oubre. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And the Thunder with some changes. Noel's checked in for Adams. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. The Suns have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Ferguson. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. The Suns trailing. Kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. Guarded by Schroeder. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Schroeder dishes to Noel. Now here's Diallo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 on the clock. And Muscala kicks to Diallo. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Bucket is good. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Saric. To the middle. From 10 feet out. And he comes up with the deuce. Kaminsky's got his second bucket of the night.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Back to Carter. Gallinari, he's checked in for Diallo. And here is Noel. He's got 8. Now Gallinari. Schroeder passes to Muscala. He's looking for Noel and finds him. The pass to Muscala. 6 on the shot clock. Noel down low. Kaminsky's there.
At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Kaminsky, the pass to Rubio. Can't hit from in close.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
Shooter passes to Gallinari. Shooter kicks to Gallinari. Puts up a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Baines has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kaminsky up top. Back to Booker. It's stolen by Schroeder. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Thunder lead by 3. And after a quick break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Paul dishes to Adams. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. And it goes down 2 points.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Booker. Shot clock at 5. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Booker. Paul outside. Passes it to Dort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Booker the pass to Rubio. To take the lead, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Dort. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Dort. Back to Paul. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And for the Suns, they're shooting 41% for the game. Rubio finds Booker. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Gallinari dishes to Adams. And the wide open shot from Paul.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Oubre against Gallinari. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The first free throw is good.
Well, as a young player, Danilo Gallinari played in some pressure-packed environments. Think he played for Milan in Italy. They love their hoops and take it seriously. And then straight to the Knicks as a 20-year-old. Boy, he can handle the spotlight.
Sharks checked in for Johnson. And it's Ayton missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Jacks up a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns trail by 3. Here's Oubre. Phoenix no good that time either. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. To the paint, it's stolen by Sharks. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And finished off by Oubre.
You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
And it's good. 2 points.
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Inside. Gallinari outside. Back to Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
No good from Booker. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Adams. And the Thunder lead by 2.
If you don't like pressure, you shouldn't play basketball. Mr. Gallinari with the delivery.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Gallinari with the pressure on him, my goodness.
Booker in the corner. Suns moving the ball around. Sharge finds it. Got it!
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Money!
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And there's the pass to Rubio.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Kicks it out to Paul. To the inside. Out to the wing. Back to Adams. Can't cash in.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Now here's Oubre. Defense is right there. Misses the fadeaway inside. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful, dramatic... And nothing.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Conley dishes to Gobert. The pass to Ingles. From the arc. Gallinari with the rebound. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. 4-point game. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Jazz passing it around, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And so just over a minute and a half played. Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Now, this is why Gobert is shooting over 60% for his career. Highly efficient inside.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bogdanovich passes to O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell looking it over. And here's Ingles outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Paul passes to Gallinari. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. Again, Mitchell missing.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Mitchell. No points in the game yet for him. Oh, the lob to Gobert.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Here's Dort. Drills the three-pointer. Dort's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They get it back. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Gobert. He's got 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 8 points.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Gallinari passes to Adams. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. When it comes to the art of providing leadership,
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said, he does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
They've got Clarkson. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then it's Conley, and it's Moutier in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Gobert. He's got 8.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
PSGA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Here's Ferguson following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Oklahoma City moving it around. Ferguson, the pass to Diallo. To the paint. Schroeder outside. Here's Muscala. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. He's looking for Noel and finds him to the left wing. Inside. Here's Muscala. That shot no good. The Jazz go the other way with it, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Conley. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket for Moutier.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Schroeder against Moutier. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. The 3. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Moutier pass to Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Rudy Gobert eats up so much ground. Hard to get an angle on him defensively.
O'Neal's check in for Utah. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Down low. Here's Schroeder. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
On the wing, Davis. Back to O'Neal. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Passes it to Muscala. Diallo with it. Back to Muscala. Schroeder outside. Takes the three. And Davis pulls it down. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. Conley kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. O'Neal passes to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Davis down low. He's covered by Muscala. It's stolen by Gobert to the inside. And stolen by Diallo. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. And the rejection by Noel. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. Now here's Davis. Back to Conley. The Jazz with another miss. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And we finished one half of basketball. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what was your... And that'll do it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
To the middle. Here's Conley. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Conley's got the first field goal of the second half for Utah. Oklahoma City leading by 4.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him. Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Oh, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Dort. Over by Conley. The feed to Adams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Conley scanning the floor. On the wing, Ingles. 6 to shoot. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And Utah making a change here. Moutier's checked in. Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul dishes to Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And here is Ingles. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Moutier. Got a piece of it and taken away by Paul. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Thunder also changing it up. Ferguson's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. To the paint. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Baseline try. And it's Mitchell missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Clarkson. Stolen by Clarkson. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You've got to trust your receiver to go get that pass. Did you see Donovan Mitchell catch and finish in the same motion?
Here's Ferguson. Gallinari outside. Diallo finds Schroeder. The three-pointer no good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Gallinari with the steal. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Noel's checked in for the Thunder. Muscala comes in for Diallo. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Utah. They're on a 10-2 run here. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gallinari with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Up the floor. And it's Noel missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Utah out in front. They lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's time for an injury report. Now an update on Emmanuel Moutier's injury. We'll go to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. And guys, he says it's just a bruised shoulder. Good news, because at first they feared it was much worse.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Jazz with possession here. Following the score by Oklahoma City.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
There's the pass to Ferguson. To the middle. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Conley. It doesn't go for him. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Schroeder, right side. Pass to Dort. Back to Schroeder. Can't tie it up as that one misses. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. The lead is 2. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Muscala with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Ferguson the pass to Muscala. Here's Ferguson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert brings the double team. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Bogdanovic. There's the dish to Gobert. Conley left side. Pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim. High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
It's good. This game is all even.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now here's Conley. And that one, good.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
To the inside. Noel dishes to Muscala.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. A different look for Utah. Tony Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Serge Niang comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Alinari, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Niang picks to Moutier. Offensive rebound, Bradley. Passes to O'Neal. Tries again. And another shot. And he gets the whistle. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. They have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review shows that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Adams checked in. Stolen by Conley. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now, here's Adams. The pass to Dort. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Mitchell, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gallinari.
Yes, so explosive. More often than not, Mitchell will beat you to the spot.
Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And Mitchell drops them both.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Here's Bogdanovic. Good!
And how about the confidence Bogdanovic displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. I mean, that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Twin Cities. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Adams. Rob. Fast break, Minnesota. Russell with it. Chris Paul covering. Can't connect from short range.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. But I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Dort misses. Here's Minnesota.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Here's Dort. Inside, here's Gallinari. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. Johnson, he's checked in for Beasley. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Al Paul following the three-point attempt by James Johnson, and now the Timberwolves on the break. And the layup is good.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
Down low. Takes it off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Russell following the basket by Chris Paul. The kick out to Towns. Misses the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Gallinari. Oh, and he packs it off the glass. Wow. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. That shot no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Goes up with the stripe. That shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
That one drops for him.
Well, the mid-range J looking nice as Russell finds a way to take advantage of the defense, and nice balance on that one.
And pushing it up again is Minnesota, again in transition. And it's Towns missing. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Gallinari. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Just another example of why Danilo Gallinari is so difficult to guard. Very skilled at getting himself to the stripe.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala is checked in for Ferguson. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And it's Layman in the corner. Culver passes to Reed. Culver kicks to Johnson. Tipped away. Pass to Reed. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Johnson can't hit.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Gallinari attacking. And they pick up 2.
Fantastic attack by Gallinari. Once he realizes the defense was cheating up, took advantage of it.
Here's Noel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this game.
And the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he makes both free throws. Noel with it. 2 on the clock. No good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 1. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer, a lot of guys.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Minnesota. Culver out there with Layman. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Reed in at the 5. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Culver. Noel. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Muscala dishes to Noel. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Muscala finds Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, that frame and strength, I think, sometimes will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
Minnesota in the lead. It's blocked.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Dort's checked in, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Outside, Russell. is his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Muscala with the ball. Hernan Gomez on him. Adams' shot is off.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Thunder, Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time.
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Towns, the pass to Johnson. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Culver's checked in. Passes it to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Alinari down low. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. He throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Outside, Towns. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Now the pass to Layman, and stolen by Noel. Here's Adams. Unable to get that one. Towns with the defensive effort. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That one goes. Counted. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Back to Paul. And there's the feed to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Now, this is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Here's Adams. Johnson with some nice D. And some good action through the... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Alinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Also looking it over. High post shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Russell's got 12.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way. It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari against Towns. Over in the corner, Paul. Gallinari dishes to Paul. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
It's good on the putback. Beasley's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the Timberwolves.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Pass to Adams. Here's Dort. Back to Adams. Out to Gallinari. 4 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota leading by 7. Kobe, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Adams, some nice D. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Beasley left side. Outside, Russell. A second chance effort. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Dort misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Here's Russell. Another miss by Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Russell with a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Paul passes to Gallinari. To the middle. And Adams with the slam.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Russell inside. Good on the bucket. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Dort for the tie. Adams, the pass to Dort. Back to Adams. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Towns has got 8.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Paul for 3. Beasley with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Here's Dort. Here's Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Russell, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up by 5. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Colvin. Layman is out there with Johnson, and it's Reed in at the center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
And the Timberwolves call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
It's tipped. Pass to Ferguson. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Adams. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. A putback. He dishes it to Towns.
It's impressive how far Towns has come.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Steven Adams, one of the players that we talk about whose numbers really never tell you the whole story about how much he impacts the game. Sets a ton of screens and sets a ton of tone for this team on both ends of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Adams. Here's Diallo. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Diallo's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Diallo. Excellent D there from Beasley. For Minnesota, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Towns. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Ball finds Diallo. Here's Muscala. Paul outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams in the corner. Alinari on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. That's tipped. Just 2 to shoot. The Timberwolves another fast break chance here. And that one is good by Beasley.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
Inside. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Adams.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
And the shot goes in. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Here's Nader. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Herman Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Beasley, here we go. Towns got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Here's Nader. No good on the 3. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Towns. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
It's going to take more than this to stop Towns. He's too skilled at converting on the drive.
Molinari passes to Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. James Johnson's checked in for 1. Hernan Gomez. Both good from the line that time.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Russell. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's starting to get into the flow now and the rhythm. This is a dominant offensive performance from D'Lo.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Yes!
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even in a power finish. Outside, Russell. 35 seconds left in the game. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't drop. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
That'll be a 5-second call. And stolen by Diallo. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of I-40 in Chester. And
Well, Kevin, Devin.
special talent indeed. David, thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at center. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And it's Ayton missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Count it, good.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Gallinari against Johnson. Gallinari left side. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Oubre finds Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. To the paint. Not going to go that time. Adams, some nice D. To the middle. And Dort gets it to go.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Ayton in the high post. Adams on him. Johnson, that's for two. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And Gallinari kicks to Adams. Pass to Gallinari. Adams taking his time here. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Shot clock at 3. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Paul passes to Gallinari. To the inside. Adams finds Gallinari. Johnson over to help. And it's Gallinari missing. Suns trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
These types of shots speak to the confidence of Devin Booker. Catch and shoot, no problem.
Here's Dort. So here's Gallinari. The pass to Adams. Over Ayton. Passes it to Dort. Ayton against Adams. Goes back up. It's stolen by Johnson. Oubre kicks to Johnson. Rubio right side. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Bridges is checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Down low from 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Baines against Noel. Right at the free throw line, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Kaminsky leading the charge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the night. Rick, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing.
Oh,
yes.
Goodness.
There is a heart and passion that Saric brings to the game every night. Good job initiating contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Carter leading the charge. It's blocked, but they get it back. Bridges shot, good. Thunder trailing by 3. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Missed inside.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Ferguson, defended by Bridges. And now the Suns, a fast break. And it's Carter missing.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
And here we go. Suns running again. Pass to Bridges. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here we go, all alone. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. For the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Muscala. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Now Diallo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. To end the run. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Jerome. Drops it in from 11 feet. Jerome's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Pass to Diallo. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And that one drops.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Here's Ayton. Here's Oubre. And Adams sends it back. Diallo with it. Guarded now by Rubio.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Rubio finds Kaminsky. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. From 12 feet out, and the shot is good. Oubre's got his first points of the game.
Now that's the lefty stroke of Oubre, right? He can hit from mid-range right on out to deep three.
What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Oubre for 3. They get it back. Here's Jerome. Some solid D from Paul. Oklahoma City trailing. Gallinari attacking. 40 seconds left to play here in the half. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Well, Phoenix shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Oubre on the wing. Back to Rubio. Baines passes to Oubre. Booker looking around. And it's off from three-point range. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Clock at 6. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Suns leading at the top of the key. Ayton. Oubre for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. On defense, the Suns. Ball left side. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Count that one. Rubio's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Suns.
How about the effort by Rubio on that play, fighting his way through contact?
Paul with the bucket. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, this is the pace that Rubio loves, fast and furious.
Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. He dishes it to Adams. Up and in from the low block. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Over Adams. And it's Ayton missing.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Paul left side. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Schroeder. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Sharch, the fast break chance. A nice shot by Booker.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
And it's Carter missing. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his second foul of the game. Giallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
It's stolen by Sharch. And Baines kicks to Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials up. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Ferguson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Noel.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And the dunk by Bain.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Suns lead by 4. 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Kaminsky dishes to Booker. The putback can't hit the putback.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Schroeder, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Oubre passes to Kaminsky. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Kaminsky.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
And Noel kicks to Adams. Off on the layup. Phoenix leading by 4. Oubre finds Ayton. The shot is good off the backboard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Oubre against Paul. Chalk up 2 there. And now an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
The shot's good.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Attacking with great ferocity. Noel can't be contained on that drive.
For Phoenix, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Booker dishes to Kaminsky. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Now Booker. Back to Ayton. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
The pass to Rubio. And here's Booker from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is Devin Booker's specialty, consistent at finding all kinds of ways to score from beyond that arc. Oh, the tenaciousness of Nerlens Noel taking over big.
Rubio dishes to Booker. Launches a 3. Paul grabs the board. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments, and he delivers big time.
Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dortch checked in, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Passes to Dortch. To the paint. Ball left side. Back to Adams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
And so Adams nails both of them.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 3-point lead. Pass to Johnson. Booker outside. Back to Johnson. Six to shoot. Rubio outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Ayton. It's good.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
The shot by Paul, no good. Second chance shot, and Johnson puts it in. And the Suns lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
But they'll get another chance. Johnson, great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Booker, and it's denied.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
But they get it back. Here's Dortch. No good. So the Suns win it, and all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony. from the plains of Oklahoma. And with
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Now, here is Gallinari. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And it's interesting looking back at past drafts. Chris Paul taken 4th overall, but will be the clear #1 in a do-over.
Here's Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. For the 3. They get the rebound. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Ingles passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
Ingles dishes to Gobert. And the shot goes in. Gobert's got 6 points. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Conley finds Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Mitchell wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Ingles passes to Bogdanovich. Down low, here's Gobert. Knocked loose. Paul with the steal, and they're moving it up. Back to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Oklahoma City. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Utah.
And for Donovan, the 3 really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
Good on the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Conley finds Ingles. Back to Conley. And there's the pass to Gobert. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. They trail by 1. To the paint. Adams, the pass to Paul. Adams drawing the double team. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And the Thunder with the possession here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Noel.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Utah has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Mitchell up top. 6 points for him. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Stolen away. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Stolen by Mitchell. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Thunder lead by 1. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their reputations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
They've got Nerlens Noel, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA, a career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young. Despite how long we've been talking about it.
So it's the Thunder now. They trail by 1.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
It's stolen by Schroeder. They get a hand on it. Kicks it to Noel. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Clarkson with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Davis. Back to Clarkson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarkson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Noel against Gobert. And it's Noel missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dennis Schroeder. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Clarkson passes to Davis. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Thunder with some changes. Dort's checked in, and Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. Then for the Jazz, Bogdanovich is checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mitchell in for Moutier. Clarkson passes to Davis. On the wing, Ingles. Pass to Bogdanovich. The 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Dort. Count it.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Jazz have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in. All up top, covered by Conley. Here's Adams. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Loads it up for Davis.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Gallinari passes to Adams. And Davis pulls it down. Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The drive by Mitchell does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Passes it to Adams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Adams has got 6 in the quarter.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Paul.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Davis kicks to Conley. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Unloads. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even back. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 12 points, and Gallinari, a guy who maybe... And...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Dort. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside off the mark. The drive by Mitchell. That's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Gallinari. Schroeder, left side. Pass to Ferguson. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Adams with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here's Mudiay. Mitchell outside. No good from outside.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Feeds to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. He kicks to Mudiay. And the pass to Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
The drive by Schroeder. Here's Adams, and the layup falls. Adams has got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Mudiay against Schroeder, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Mike Conley's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Jazz trail by 5. Knocked away. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Diallo the pass to Ferguson. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Paul's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Ingles is checked in for Bogdanovich. And that one's good. Noel.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ingles in the corner. In the corner, O'Neal with it. To the middle. Gobert double teamed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gobert going to the line. The defense couldn't do anything but foul the big fella.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. The Thunder leading by 6. Poked away. Conley with it. Chris Paul covering. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
And it's in there. And the Thunder lead by 6.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Gobert. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Ball against Conley. Paul passes to Noel. Stolen by Conley. O'Neal with it. Diallo's there. O'Neal misses.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Dort. He's covered by Clarkson. Noel passes to Dort. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Clock is at 3. Shot from the wing. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
Always a threat to rise up on you. Chris Paul, one of the most complete players you'll ever see.
There's Noel. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Noel. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. From downtown. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Noel. One-on-one fast break. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's O'Neal. And the rejection by Noel. It's stolen by Gobert. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. O'Neal dishes to Conley. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Gallinari wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's blocked. Pass to Noel. Back to Paul. It's deflected. Clarkson passes to Conley. Another miss by Conley.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Back to Paul. Gallinari surveying the D. Here's Noel. 5 to shoot. He gets that one. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Clarkson. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. Gallinari attacking. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. The wide open look here for Ingles. Another miss by Utah. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Back to Gallinari. To the inside. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot blocking master.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Gallinari dishes to Adams. And the shot is long. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Bucket is good.
The pressure doesn't get to Bojan Bogdanovich. That's a huge bucket for this team.
And Adams with the slam.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Here's Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
Paul passes to Dort. Back to Paul. Stolen by Michael Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
And Mitchell drops them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Back to Paul. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Dort passes to Adams. A rebound by the Jazz. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Jazz passing it around. The Jazz with another miss. And the Thunder with the possession here. It's a 3-point game. Gallinari on the wing. Shoots. Gobert pulls it in.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to D.A.
Kevin, good evening. Carl Anthony
knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Carl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And that one's drained from the low block.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Here's Paul. Now the pass to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Carl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
That one goes in. Gallinari's got his second basket of the night.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Outside, Russell goes up from the top of the key, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
A tremendous score. I mean, D'Angelo's 39-point game as a rookie was the most by a first-year Laker since 1959. That ought to tell you something about his talent.
Here's Dort.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket good.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here is Russell. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Thunder leading by 6. Tries it from 9. Gallinari trying to get open. And shade Gilgeous-Alexander again. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Reed. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Schroeder passes to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Here's Noel. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And Gallinari kicks to Muscala. Dishes it to Noel. Back to Muscala. Inside. Here's Ferguson. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Gallinari dishes to Noel. Culver with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Reed. Here's Lehman. The buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson. Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder and Diallo in at the 2. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Noel passes to Lehman. Here's Reed. Back to Lehman. Pass to Reed. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Poked loose. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. He feeds it to Muscala. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Passes it to Noel. It's tipped. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. They're running. Pushing it up. From down in the low post, it goes.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And Noel kicks to Muscala. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Mike Muscala. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And stolen by Noel. Here's Schroeder, and there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Diallo. Now Noel. Now here's Diallo. Covered by Beasley. Shot clock at 2. Here's Noel. Pass to Diallo. Passes to Schroeder. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Dort passes to Adams. One-on-one fast break. Okogie misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Ball stolen. And it's Towns penetrating. Tries again. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 5 now.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well, and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Adams finds Paul. Back to Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Love the burst to the hoop that Chris Paul has. If you're not on your toes, he will give you the blow-by and make you look bad.
Russell uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. From the get-go, it was Oklahoma City who came out strong. You could see the dagger. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Timberwolves trail by 6.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Towns in at 7. Russell looking around. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Gallinari outside. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And it's Towns penetrating. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. All against Russell. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Paul. He dishes it to Muscala. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And, you know, Paul is a certain Hall of Famer as a dime dropper, a dynamite playmaker who continues to wow us with his passing ability.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder leading by 12. Now here's Schroeder. Noel finds Diallo. And here is Muscala. He's guarded by Johnson. Muscala, the pass to Noel. Back to Muscala, to the paint. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves trail by 12.
Who's watching here?
Right side, Russell. Johnson in the corner. Back to Russell. It's deflected. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Back to Johnson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The pass to Muscala. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. It's Russell with the drive. Misses from close range.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Buries it down low. Noel's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got his second basket of the game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Russell finds Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Thunder.
And the shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 20.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Here's Russell. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Jake Layman. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. Noel passes to Dort. Back to Noel. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Schroeder. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 18. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Another shot. Here's Reed. Pass to Okogie. Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Let's go. No good. And so it's Oklahoma City with an 18-point lead as the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Kept alive, Towns, and finally they hit one.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
To the inside. Here's Dort, defended by Towns. Gallinari passes to Dort. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Beasley with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Okogie. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Beasley active and alert that time on defense and able to ignite the fast break.
Paul passes to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. Paul dishes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Over to the left wing. Dort passes to Gallinari. Feeds it to Adams. Second shot opportunity. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive.
Hernan Gomez finds Russell beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
There's Russell with the three. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Dort, covered by Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
There's the lob to Towns. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks to Paul. Down low. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Paul. And the Thunder lead by 21. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Pass to Paul. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Nice D from Russell.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Back to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointers off the mark. Russell high post. Gallinari on him. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Shoots it up. Offensive rebound. Adams. Out to Gallinari. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that, David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.